Hey, want to skip those ads and get early access and bonus episodes of all Banana for Scale shows? Hop on over to truestory.fm/join and discover all the cool perks that come with being a member of the Banana for Scale family. Coming up, we put Pennywise on a bagel. Greetings, first jumpers.
Oh, no.
No, I don't know how Bill Skarsgård does it. It's,
I don't know. Hiya, Georgie.
Hiya, Georgie. Don't you want your boat? Hiya, Evelyn. We all first jumped down here. It's getting into Cookie Monster. This is not. This is.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway. Greetings, Verse Jumpers. I'm not Lester Ryan Clark.
And I'm not Kynan Diaz.
We're another version of them from another universe, and this is another episode of Every Minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once, a show where we attempt to explain, evaluate, enlighten, and elucidate the Academy Award-winning film Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, so our minute begins with Alpha Wayman telling Jobu's origin story.
And it ends with him admitting he was wrong.
Yes, an alpha guy admitting he was wrong? I mean, I know the multiverse is infinite, but...
But he did explain things. He mansplained it.
He did, right? But yeah, let's get back to the top of this minute. Remember, we're having this little rest from the action with Evelyn and Alpha Wayman, and Evelyn has just demanded that Alpha Wayman explain all this craziness to her now. Right? She's bought into it. She's on board. And because she's invested, she wants to know what the hell is going on with all this clay pots, cream cheese, no cows.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I love the rhythm of that.
Oh, yeah. It's like clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Oh, that's even better than what I wrote. I was
going
to say, well, no. I was going to say that's going to be like one of my warm-ups now, right? You know, it's
yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red clay pots, cream cheese, no cows, peas and carrots. No, wait. That's what you say when you're a background actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but okay, it works there too, right? It's like clay pots, cream cheese, no cows. I hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
I'm still tripped up on red leather, yellow plaid. Red leather, yellow plaid.
Oh, red leather, yellow plaid. Yeah. Yeah. See all of the tools we get from this movie. How meta, right?
Right.
Yeah. But no, she wants an explanation, right? Alpha Wayman was hesitant at first. We reflected maybe that he had gotten this far with previous Evelyns and maybe he was afraid to commit to this one or to share something this intimate until he was absolutely sure. I'm now wondering, could it be that some of the Evelyns, once they find out it's Joy, they just immediately switch sides?
Okay.
Or like maybe they refuse to fight because it's, you know, their daughter or a version of their daughter, or right, yeah, or I mean, are there Evelyns? There must be who don't have Joy as a daughter, right? There's ones where she and Wayman aren't together, right? Is that part of it? Like, does being the one necessitate that they have to have a relationship similar to, you know, the one in that world?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the rocks aren't mother and daughter, right?
We don't know that. Let's not assume, Kynan.
I'd love to know the birds and the bees in the rock world.
Yeah, the birds and the bees and the rocks, yeah.
on a planet where life never evolved. So there are no birds and no bees.
That is a planet where life never evolved, but we must not assume that they are the same types of rocks that we have on a planet where life did evolve.
Right. So there must be. So he doesn't quite tell us a number of how many of these universes he's been to, but he's been to a lot of them. So yeah, we've assumed, or I have assumed until you asked that question, which is a really good one, that there's universes where he gets there and she's just instantly weak, right? She's just not worth the time of looking at her, right? There's ones where the Evelyn meets up with the Joy and then switches sides, like you're saying, or maybe not switches sides, but similar to what we see happen in this universe a little bit later on, where she's told you have to kill your daughter, and she can't put herself through that, right?
Right.
So you're pitching that there's some where it's like the evil is your daughter, and a lot of the Evelyns, or at least a few of them that he's met, might have been like, oh no, then I'm picking her over you, right? I mean, that's just the nature of it. It's my daughter versus my husband.
Yeah, or you know, I mean, again, infinite. Like I'm not taking sides, or I'm not. You know, it's like I don't want to deal with this. You know,
right?
Yeah.
Talk to the hand.
Exactly. Right.
Because in this universe, the face doesn't want to hear it.
Right.
There's a universe where that happened.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yes. And she even did the little like head wiggle. It was brilliant. Yeah.
And she wasn't quoting 90s sitcoms. She made that up on the spot.
That was like right there.
Right.
And this was like in public, and people around her were like, "What? Talk to the hand? But hands can't talk." And they had this like little like mini existential crisis. But then it turns out that she's the one who invented that, and now everybody says it, and that's why.
Says it constantly for the 3 decades afterwards. And then, of course, being infinite universes, there is some universe where that exact same thing happens, but hands do talk. In that universe,
right? And it's like talk to the hand. It's like okay, and then he looks down and he's like, "Hey, Evelyn's hand. I really need your help on this." And the hand is like, I'm kind of busy right now. Like this whole week is just like really I got so many things to do.
Got to pick up the dry cleaning. Got to take the kids to the beach.
Right. It's like and he's well. How about next week? Ooh, next week is just you know what? Let me get back in touch with you.
And they say, oh, okay, great, wonderful. And then they're passing. But as Evelyn lowers her hand, the hand mumbles. It's like, he's never getting back to me.
No, I thought the hand was trying to avoid it.
Oh, the hand is trying to avoid it.
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, yours is true as well. It's just this is hard when it's infinite.
When there's talking hands, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, little kooky.
A little kooky, a little spooky.
Altogether ooky.
Yeah. Anyway. But no, because again, now I'm thinking, right? He's got to be in some universe like, I'm not your husband. And that Evelyn is like, I know. Who the hell are you? Right? Or he's like, and Jobu Tupaki is our daughter, Joy. And she's like, our daughter who? Like, our daughter's name is Becky.
Right. She's half Mexican.
Yeah, right? or like, we don't have a daughter. Like, all of these exist. But then it kind of breaks why I like this thematically. Like, it has to be this small core of people meeting each other again and again and again, right? Like our 3 mains, right? Evelyn, Wayman, Joy. But also I like to imagine like all the others are there, like in different roles with different hats, right? Like in one universe, Deirdre is like the Mrs. Krabappel at Joy's high school, and Gong Gong is the principal, and Becky is Milhouse, and Wayman is another Milhouse, and
Oh, you know what Milhouse says when he meets another Milhouse, because he assumes he's the only Milhouse out there. And then he's, I thought I was the only one. And they hug each other and cry, and Milhouse says, so this is what it feels like when doves cry. There's Milhouse from Shelbyville, who also has blue hair.
Folks, I am not as caught up in Simpsons lore. I was not aware that there was another Milhouse. I was just making a joke.
In the episode Lemon of Troy.
Gotcha. Okay. Lemon of Troy?
Lemon of Troy.
I see. Okay. But anyway, like okay, so he has started telling the story now, right? He has said they had started training people to verse jump, but there was one who was, quote, far and above the most gifted. And our minute opens here with him saying, our little explorer. Right? He continues as the camera begins to pan right. He says, you saw her potential, so you pushed her beyond her limit. And he's been looking out at nothing, just, sort of recalling this. But here he turns to Evelyn when he says this, and now it's Evelyn's turn to look out, or maybe away, or maybe inward. Right?
We're starting this minute a little, in the middle of a speech here.
Yeah.
But in the script here, it's a little bit different. The original script from when it's the Jackie Chan script from 2017. Alpha Winona says, Joy was extremely gifted at verse jumping. Our little explorer. You can't blame yourself. You were so excited by the possibilities. So in the 2022 version, the Daniels have learned to stop being so nice to your hero here and saying, like, introducing this guilt and being like, but it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Like, no, of course she would worry about it. Of course, that's what we want her to do, right? Is to question that. So yeah, the Alpha Winona is like, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Alpha Wayman is like, well, it's probably your fault.
Alpha Winona is Robin Williams from Good Will Hunting. I almost said the other one.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
I know it's not my fault. It's a different universe. It's not even me.
Yeah. And in this version, she never breaks down because she's like, yeah, I know. Like, what are you saying? That's interesting. So we've decided now. It's like no. This is because this story is about you, and this is about you pushing Joy. So here it is. Right.
We need Evelyn to at least consider that and to feel responsible for this. Again, even though it was another version of her from another universe, because she sees herself that she has done that to Joy. Right. In this universe, she's pushed Joy too hard, and Joy has pulled away.
Yeah.
Just that Joy isn't in this universe a multiversal villain with the power to manipulate space and time at her will, right? But instead, so she
details whatever.
Instead, she dates a white girl with a
well, she's half Mexican,
right? With tattoos, and she has a side shave and stuff like that. And that's the version in this universe because this Joy is powerless in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And I want to actually talk about. What he calls her before we transition, right? What is this, our little explorer, right? Is this our star pupil? Or is this our bright and gifted daughter? Or is it both? I think we've already kind of decided. I never questioned it. I always just took it as a matter of course that Jobu is Alpha Joy, who is Alpha Evelyn's daughter, and that he's saying in this sort of academy that they created, their own daughter was part of that.
Yeah, right. So it has to be that, right? I mean, that they are daughter, mother in that world, right?
Yeah, I think I was exploring it this morning when I was writing it, but then everything that you just said, kind of thematically, it has to be that way.
Right. So in other universes, where there are rocks who are best friends or something, right?
I'm still clinging to they're rocks who are mother and daughter.
That's fine. But in the Alpha verses, they definitely have to be mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Right. And she has to have been even more of the tiger mom stereotype of the Asian mother who pushes her daughter to achieve. That has to happen even more in that universe than in this universe.
I was also thinking because again, that title, our little explorer, right? Not our little verse jumper, our little whatever, right? But could it be a nickname? So in verse jumping, or at least the way they were teaching it, you're not supposed to explore. You're supposed to have your exact coordinates ready, mapped out. It's very precise. It's very rigid. You go there, you come back, you don't mess around. And so Alpha Waymond being our little explorer, he's actually being our little rebel, our little firebrand, right? Our Lucifer, right? She was the best, but she didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, the way he delivers that line is really interesting because it probably is everything that you're saying, but there's a little bit of a tinge of pride in her rebelliousness, right? In her monstrousness.
Her innovativeness, yeah.
Yes. So I'm not a parent, and I don't mean to analyze parents in specific, but I've read early childhood education advice and studies and things like that. And they one of the things that they've said is that parents often label their children. Right, like things like this, our little explorer, but to be careful about that kind of thing, saying a common one is oh, he's my little monster, right? He's the one who acts out and everything, and making that into an endearing idea of the child, might encourage them to act out more. Who am I if I'm not my mom's little monster?
Right. Yeah, I got to be. This is what my mom told me I am, so I got to be the little monster.
Our little lady killer, our little let's just be careful of that kind of thing. And again, I'm sure it's easy when you're not a parent to say these things. Just oh, you better not do that.
Yeah, parents of the world, just do better. Just
it's so easy.
No.
Yeah.
Take it from two guys with a podcast.
Oh, I was holding back on this, but now that you mentioned it, so I don't think my dad is going to hear this. So a couple years ago, my dad was really sad, and he talked to my sister, he talked to me, and he talked to my sister and said, well, why don't any of you kids want to have kids? My sister and myself and my brother, we don't have kids, and he said, well, is it because of me? Is it the way that we raised you or something? And my sister Lindsay was like, no, stop it, no. And then he had already asked me the same question, and he said, why don't any of you want to have kids? Is it because of us? Is it because of me, the way that we raised you? I said, probably.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's you're the dad here. It's probably that. I mean, but I would see it as this negative thing that I'm not having children. So it's not like I'm my dad, and that's the reason I'm not having children. I'm not having children, but what else would it be?
So it's not a situation of like you every now and then you get the thought of like, oh, like do I want kids? And then just like a little cloud bubble thought thing, appears over your head, and it's like, no,
It's picture of my dad. Yeah. Right? No. That's absolutely not what happened. And it's not like because also the way he puts it is like it sounds like my brother and sister and I like got together and took a vote or something.
Oh, like
hey,
there was a meeting.
Yeah, we're gonna have children. No, remember Dad? Oh, you're right.
Oh yes, that's what the poster says. And you just point to the poster.
Right, exactly. It's a big wagging. It's like Uncle Sam, but he's wagging his finger.
Right. And it says, I don't want you to have kids.
Exactly.
No. Keenan's dad, no, that is absolutely not it.
No, but
Keenan dragged me into this joke. I feel bad.
No, I don't blame him. Like it's not a negative thing in my life, so I'm not like blaming him. Like I don't want children. It's not a negative. But I mean, sure. Probably the way that you're raised has a lot of impact on the way that you are and the things that you want.
Sure.
And how you see yourself. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's like every single one of us is a product of like everyone we've interacted with and everything that's happened to us, and you can't get the same result again. Like every single one of us is like, I'm trying to do like a baking metaphor, like we're like a pie or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're a bagel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Benjamin Button learns. Even though he's going backwards, he's still the product of everybody who has ever met him.
Oh, that's a brain twister. That's weird. Okay. How can you go back? Whatever.
How can you age backwards?
Well, yes, that. I'm just accepting that. Okay. All right.
But yeah, they nicknamed it Little Explorer, right?
Little Explorer, right? But
they might have. My point. I'm sorry. It was like they might have encouraged her. They might have like had that thought about her, right? And like, oh look, she's bending the laws of physics. Isn't that great? She's so much stronger than everybody else.
Oh, she's our little explorer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But she's not living up to her potential. She could be doing so much more.
She could be our big explorer, right? But okay, lastly, I want to talk about the way that Waymond says you pushed her, right? And how our Evelyn reacts. Like he knows this isn't Alpha Evelyn. And we know this isn't Alpha Evelyn. And we know our Evelyn didn't push Alpha Joy to become Jobu. But again, like you were saying, Kynan, and it goes back to what I was saying with Captain Hook and Mr. Darling, there has to be some sort of connection, some sort of through line, a recurring theme that happens like through all of these universes. Like I say has to because that's how my brain and my heart want it to be, right? Like that makes this story satisfying for me, that like on some level the relationships between these characters are the same no matter who they are to each other, like in the different universes, right? Maybe Evelyn is Joy's teacher in one universe and she doesn't have kids of her own, but she sees like potential in Joy, or she sees herself in Joy, and she pushes her like the same way that she's doing it in all the other universes, But I'm saying it's interesting how before Alpha Waymond was like, my Evelyn is dead. And here he doesn't say my Evelyn pushed my Joy beyond her limit. He says that he doesn't say that. He says that you did it. You pushed her.
Yeah. So again, in the Jackie Chan version, what Alpha Winona says, you were so excited about the possibilities. Imagine what we could have done with the collective knowledge of all these worlds, cured diseases, ended wars. You, she trails off. Jackie says, I pushed her too hard. So again, we don't have that here where, the Daniels have figured out between drafts, it seems like Evelyn has to, that is the lesson that Evelyn has to learn.
Right.
But that's an hour from now.
Yeah, she can't learn it right now. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So she's going to be resisting what Alpha Waymond is saying, even though he's saying it, and we're presenting it again like we're going into his flashback, his objective reality of this. So this isn't his opinion when we see it on film. This is what actually happened, right?
Right, yeah.
But she's going to push back against that. We are told that cinematically this is the truth of what happened. We just accept it, right? It's literal. But she doesn't believe it, and she's going to push against that idea until until she basically becomes Jobu.
Yeah. And Evelyn turns away, and I actually can't tell if she's ashamed of this or just like turning to better visualize the story that he's telling. In any case, we continue to pan, and the pan becomes a wipe. I love these, right? Our vision is obscured by that chair, and then the chair becomes, I don't know, like maybe a wall that we're sort of peeking out from behind in this new place. It's very liminal. It's this long, dark hallway, almost like a cathedral. It's so like vast and cavernous, but it's dark. It kind of looks like the Great Oz's throne room with the lights off.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like these concentric arches, and it's this,
Mm-hmm.
it looks very sci-fi to me, but I see what you mean by the cathedral. These big arches that go all the way back. Yeah.
Before you see all the like the beeps and boops, it just looks like it's made of stone or something.
Right. Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah. But we probably don't even notice that because Joy, what are you doing here? So if we haven't figured it out yet, this is confirming that Joy is Jobu, Jobu is Joy. So no, an evil, faceless entity didn't suddenly possess our Joy, right? It started here with this Joy.
That's a good point. So we see her, even though we don't have a scene really, we see her and she's a normal person, and we're going to see her turn. Yes.
Right. Yeah. And like we saw, it's like, Alpha Wayman was describing Jobu Topaki before, and we've seen this kind of like monster person, kill one Evelyn and then jump into our Joy, and this is confirming no, this was like they're all Joys, right? Yeah. And yeah, as we continue to pan and then settle on this version of Joy, we hear a mechanical voice say, "Warning, unstable." We also see that Joy is hooked up to a similar headpiece, like how Alpha Wayman has in the van, except no, it's not. Alpha Wayman's one is kind of like a hat that he wears, I think, like in the shots that I can see.
And he can take it on and off.
This one looks like maybe like the proto version of that, and it's going into Joy's skull.
Like
right?
It has been push pinned in. Like like the only they go into the skull. The only way is through needles or some kind of stabby things.
Right. Maybe like little sticky stuff like they got now. I don't know.
No, there's got to be little spiky things in there.
Okay, yeah. Let's commit to this world. Yeah. But we get that familiar little ding. Same one when the headpieces power up and Joy flinches. We cut, and now we can see the whole room, and the walls are lighting up as if in sync with Joy's reaction in the chair. It made me think of how the first computer, have you heard this? The first computer was so big it filled a whole room, right? And it's like, even as technology advances, I feel like the size of the device clues you in as to how developed they are when we're trying to make something new.
Okay.
You never notice that? Like the tech is always big and clunky at first, and then once we've mastered it, the devices get smaller and smaller, but only for that specific technology. And then whenever we go in a new direction, it's like we gotta go from big to small all over again, right? And I wonder if this room is like the proto version of the van, or even just like the headpiece. Like they need that much machinery to handle it.
Yeah, so one of the things that we can kind of see here, if you're watching it the wrong way like we are and really looking at this, because these are very brief shots that we're talking about. Yeah. The headpiece has a cable that is a huge cable, much bigger than the one that Wayman uses in the van, and then it's connected to this giant tube, like that is about the size of a person. So it might be snug, but Joy could climb up this tube. So that's the apparatus that's taking that to the supercomputer, and you're probably right. So yeah, the van one is a generation or two ahead. It must be, and then it's gotten smaller and mobile because this is some kind of bunkery looking place. It doesn't move,
right?
For sure.
Yeah. It looks like the at first I thought like, oh, this was a hall where they conducted like, the testing or the research, but it looks like this was built for like the walls contain the machinery that needs to like do this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying, because in the old days, computers were that big because they were physical. Well, computers today are physical. We just don't think about it that way. But there were, punch cards and things and readouts on paper that had to happen for those things. And then, so now, I was saying they're physical. They're still physical but we just, they're little chips. Yeah.
I
don't know if you know this, Lester, but computers have little chips in them.
Really? Little, like, are we talking Pringles or Doritos? Like,
they're more like Doritos, if anything.
Amazing.
But
no. On that note, like maybe you told me this, but like I heard the reason we call them bugs is because back when the computers were that giant, actual bugs would get caught in the machinery.
So I might have said that before. I've recently learned that is
not true.
Is not exactly
you lied
true.
To me.
So if I said that, I apologize.
Okay, if that was you.
But I did. So that is true. That there was a picture of someone took a picture of the first computer bug. And that was, let me look it up here, Grace Hopper, who was a computer pioneer in the 40s. And so she found a moth in the computer. So she took a picture of it and she framed it. This is a computer bug. And then when you stop to think about that, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Like, for her to have made that joke, bug must have already been a thing. And that is true. Bug was already a thing.
So she was like, the first computer bug, get
yes,
it? And it's like, well, like that wouldn't be like, that's not a play on words if this is the first one.
Right. So let me look here. So I still love that story. I hope it doesn't take away from that story that there was a moth who was a computer bug. But this comes from the word bugge from the Middle English.
Oh.
Bug.
Maybe you don't even Middle English. You might not even pronounce the G. It was a
You might not pronounce any of the letters.
Yeah. You just this is when we had phlegm and bile and something about like red phlegm or something like that.
Yeah, there was
could
black
just be
bile and yellow bile, I think.
Yes,
right?
black bile and yellow bile. Black bile, yellow bile. Yeah, black bile, yellow bile.
Bile.
Hate you, I fucking hate you.
But yeah, bug became Bugaboo, which we still sort of use as a monster. Yeah. And so yeah, there were bugs in any engineering in the 1800s, late 1800s. So Thomas Edison talked about bugs.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated to gremlins. That's a whole other thing.
It's a whole other thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But like also gets into technology and messes with it. Yeah.
But anyways, computers are big enough they actually had physical bugs.
Yes. Which I think is cool and creepy and scary at the same time. Yeah. But also in this shot, folks, which is very nice, very sci-fi. We got the core human drama. We got the silhouette of Joy in the chair in the center of this vast blinking room. And right next to her, the only other living thing in this hall, just a silhouette of someone standing, arms folded in front of Joy, observing her. And we immediately understand that this is Alpha Evelyn, even though we can't see her clearly.
Right.
I have this little note. It's like, I think we talked about animation silhouettes before.
Yeah, Matt Groening's idea that animated characters should be so well designed you could recognize them in silhouette.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what this is here, but just because we understand the story so well by this point, we immediately know that is Alpha Evelyn without any other indication.
Right.
Right. It's one other. Yeah, one other scientist just kind of like standing there, folding their arms, looking at Joy. It could be anybody, but we know it's like, oh no, that's Alpha Evelyn.
Right. Could be Michiko.
Yeah, could be. All right. like in actuality, yes.
Right.
But we hear Wayman's voiceover. He says, though the overloaded mind usually dies, and then we cut back to a close-up of Joy in the chair, jolting up and down as if those wires are sending something into her, like pulses of energy or information. Whatever it is, it looks painful. Right. It looks like she's not doing the jolting. It looks like the force is causing her body to jump.
Right.
Right. And Wayman continues. He says, instead, her mind was fractured. And we get some shots of the computer screens. We got the familiar image of the brain, and a little box below says, quote, inner thoughts. We got some more quick flashes on another part of the screen, a little window with some random images. One looks like a guy playing tennis, and then there's like an upside down bridge, it looks like. And another looks like, or it is, Pennywise. What are you doing here?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Folks, and I sent this into our group chat. Like we got an image of specifically Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, the new one, right?
Pennywise the dancing clown.
Pennywise the dancing clown. For the split of a split second. This is shorter even than Captain Howdy in The Exorcist. And I am actually lucky I discovered this as I was like just kind of like scrubbing through like, slow motion. And then I lost it for a while. And I couldn't find it again. And it made me think, it's like, is he fucking with me? Like, is Pennywise gonna get me now? Like,
probably.
No. But no, folks, like if you scrub slowly around 50 minutes and 15 seconds, you will see him. He is there. This might be another E-Meow first, an exclusive find. I don't know. We're recording this on August 10th, 2025. We found Pennywise, people. Just putting it out there in case anybody, in case any YouTube's like, hey, there's things you didn't know. We found it first.
You did. That's very nice, Lester. You did.
Thank you.
Because I was looking at all these and then and saw the guy playing tennis, and then I just see this creepy face. But yeah, you are right. It is Pennywise.
Is absolutely, because it's got the makeup where like his smile kind of goes into his eye type thing.
Yes. So maybe it's not literally Bill Skarsgård. It might be someone in a one of the actors or something in a Pennywise costume. But it is
like for Halloween or something.
Yeah, it's like like how you could do Heath Ledger's Joker versus Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Right.
This is Bill Skarsgård's.
It's
Pennywise,
very
for sure.
identifiable. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is 3 frames.
3?
Yes.
I was going to say 1. I was like,
well, one where you could really see that it's him. The other one just looks like a person. Like
okay,
like
yeah.
face, yeah.
And yeah, so folks, like there he is, Pennywise hanging out in Joy's mind. Dark Tower fans, please do not make any theories out of this. Jobu is not Pennywise. This is not Dark Tower related, right? Not all things serve the beam. This is a joke. This is a gag. It's an Easter egg. Except in the universes where it isn't, and Jobu is Pennywise.
That's right. There might be more universes out there where Jobu is Pennywise than otherwise, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Because, okay, like, that is the Stephen King thing now, right? Spoilers for Stephen King fans. This is actually pretty big if you don't already know. I mean, it's an old spoiler, but just in case, skip ahead maybe a couple minutes. But in his Dark Tower series, it is revealed, skip, that all his books are connected. So Stephen King has his own multiverse, which we kind of got to talk about as it's like, another verse jumping story, right? We got our hero, this gunslinger, fashioned after Clint Eastwood, and he finds these like interdimensional doors and he travels through them into, different worlds. And that on its own is like fun and exciting. And then maybe like halfway through this 7-part series, skip. He starts meeting characters from Stephen King's other books. And eventually, skip, don't listen to this if you don't know yet, he meets Stephen King himself. And people have commented on how cheesy that is, but listeners, let me tell you, that is my kind of cheese. That is my kind of camp. That is so funny and so brilliant, and I don't care what the haters say. They can be objectively right, and I still love it.
So only having read plot synopsis of this and not reading in the book, is it funny? Is it meant to be funny?
It's meant to be it's meant to be fun and funny, and like you're tickled all over when you get the hint that it's going to happen, and then when it happens, it's actually really sad.
Okay, great.
because we got King being very, very self-reflective, and so his Clint Eastwood hero, is looking at this like middle-aged guy who's who's consuming the caloric count. What did he say? Like he's because this is right when King is starting to kind of he's in the thrall of his alcoholism, and so he goes and he quote unquote meets his maker, and his maker is this this guy with the beer belly who's clearly got a problem,
right?
And it's sad, but it's like but then you remember it's like, oh yeah, wait, King is writing this about himself, right? So it's a great kind of like look at his past life,
right?
But the point I'm trying to make here is that now Stephen King fans have become like detectives, and they're looking at anything and everything in his books, right? Every mention, every name, and King will sometimes oblige. He'll leave little Easter eggs in his newer books, post Dark Tower, and people will be like, wait a minute, that's the guy from the other book. But he was doing that even before Dark Tower. Like there's this nightclub called the Black Spot that gets burned down like as a hate crime in the book It, and the cook at the Black Spot happens to be Dick Halloran, whom you might know is the cook at the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, right?
Right.
And probably the biggest one is Randall Flagg. He's like the main bad guy in The Stand. He was like this antichrist devil figure, which actually we're going to talk about in our other show. But he appears in lots of other King books. And yes, he features quite prominently in the Dark Tower series. But Kynan, he's actually like the Bagel Deirdre of that series.
Okay.
Not the Jobu, because Jobu, as we have now discovered, is Pennywise. No. Erase that. That was a joke. That's not a thing.
Yeah, so I encountered this when I read Dolores Claiborne, which was written at about the same time as Gerald's Game. And Dolores Claiborne is about a woman who is trying to get out from her abusive husband, and she's trying to kill him during an eclipse that that the whole town is waiting for.
Right.
And so whether that happens, and I'll let you figure out, but she looks into the eclipse, if I remember right, and can see the lady from Gerald's Game.
Okay.
And as I'm reading it, it's just like, ethereal and like how odd, right? It's like this weird thing. Like she's thinking about killing her husband, and then she sees this other woman through the eclipse, and that's all really beautiful and everything. But then when I find that it's an Easter egg to his previous book, like from the same year, I'm like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it's like this woman has this magical experience, and it's like, and it's like, it could be anything, and then it's like you find out what the answer is. It could be only one thing.
So when there was no explanation, it was a little bit better. It's like
mystical. It's beautiful, and then it's another book. You want me to buy another book?
No, she looked into the eclipse and saw a commercial.
No, so I'm not saying that. Like, I don't think he's doing that. But
No.
but at the end of Prometheus, there's a thing that like Prometheus, the Ridley Scott movie.
Yeah.
Prometheus is a brilliant movie, and then for me, at the end, they're like, oh, and look, and now this is definitely in the Alien universe. I'm like, oh, come on, like this could be anything, and now it's very specifically this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's times when that works and there's times when that doesn't. Yeah, and Stephen King definitely has, his share of I'll read something I was like, oh, come on. But no, the Dark Tower series has a very special place in my heart. I read that almost yearly, actually. But yeah, folks, go read the Dark Tower books because I'm probably going to be talking about them more. It's literally Stephen King's version of, the multiverse thing. Right? The first book is tough. A lot of people even skip it. And in this series, you can. And I won't say why. Second book is amazing and it just gets better. Okay. All right. Spoiler wall down. Yeah, we're done with the Stephen King stuff. We're back. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, we're not saying that they're trying to like imbue a lot of meaning with this Pennywise thing in here. It's just an Easter egg for themselves, and they're just putting stuff in there, and it wouldn't be fun like the way that animators used to put in dirty jokes, because like, no one would ever be able to see this frame.
It's going too fast. It's not, it's not gonna. Yeah.
Right. But Pennywise, the Bill Skarsgård version of Pennywise, which is closer to the book as I understand it. That doesn't, well, this part of it at the very least, that isn't in the miniseries that I saw when I was a kid and scared the crap out of me. So in the Bill Skarsgård version, they have more of what I understand is in the book of like Pennywise is one version of it, and it can actually like be a bunch of different, like whatever you're the most afraid of, right?
Yes.
That's not really in the 80s miniseries that I saw, or the 90s miniseries that I saw.
Weirdly, I think having seen both of them, I kind of feel like the miniseries is closer. It's just that all of the kids, because this was set in the 50s, all of the kids were scared of universal monsters, which are not scary. So you read the book, and Pennywise kind of like is visiting each of these little kids individually, right? And he opens his closet, and it's Dracula, and I'm like, that's not.
You don't think Dracula is scary?
No.
What?
Like, the Bela Lugosi Dracula?
Sure. He's gonna. Yeah.
It's Hotel Transylvania. The kid opens the door. He's like, bleh, No, I have actually, as much as I love Dracula, that's another book I read every year. I have never actually been scared of a Dracula.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But like maybe maybe what's his name? The vampire in Salem's Lot. Maybe if just Google that image, folks. That's a nice little like kind of proto or kind of like Nosferatu inspired thing. Barlow, I think is his name.
Nosferatu is scary, but you're saying Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy with a cape. He's a guy dressed up nice with a cape.
Okay, but the idea it's that it knows whatever you are the most scared of and will come to you like that. That's a great idea.
That's a
terrifying, scary idea, right? So even and it doesn't judge you and be like, "Blah, I am your worst nightmare. That is pretty lame." No.
It comes out like, really? This is it?
Really, this? You are not afraid of vampire. You are afraid of Romanian, Hungarian accent.
Aristocrats, yes.
Blah, blah.
That is pretty racist of you, I have to say. I know it's the 1950s, but...
yeah. Blah. Don't realize I am not a very scary. Blah. And certainly don't have sex with all your friends.
Yes. I thought maybe we weren't going to talk about that part.
Yeah, that's not in the movie, but
no. In either of the movies. Somebody actually asked, like,
why didn't you do the ending right?
Yeah,
because it's bad.
Yeah, Stevie. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it's in the book.
I know why you put it in the book. Because he's a little misogynistic. Okay, anyways. All right. So anyways, my whole point was like they're not trying to put a whole lot of meaning. Like I know I'm not saying that it is, but this version of Pennywise does a little bit of what Joy does. Is my point. That Joy can be anything and be everywhere, etc.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like Pennywise at its core is that he can take on the costume of whatever affects his target most, and and Joy can do that. She's not trying to like affect anyone. I think she's just having fun.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So next we got that familiar bubble map, and we got Joy in the center now instead of Evelyn. And as we move up and out, yellow light starts racing across the interconnecting lines outward from that center. It starts touching other bubbles, some of which are pulsating red as if they've been like infected. And the center bubble with Joy's name is now red. We cut back to Joy as we hear the robotic voice again saying, "Warning, unstable." And this amazing effect where we see like multiple Joys, like after images of her, like as she like begins to scream, and that scream is distorted, and the images are sort of like laid on top of each other, one over the other. So there's like a shot that looks like she has like 3 mouths, and they're all screaming, right? I have 3 mouths, and I must scream. It's really cool. And that fades back into the bubble map, which is turning all red now. The red light is creeping along, infecting every bubble, and now it's all red. And it's like the screen shatters, but also all the lines between the bubbles, they like crisscross and become tangled. It's really cool. And then, close up to Joy's eyes, they're tightly closed. Then they open to reveal these pure black eyeballs. Not black holes, right? Like she still has eyes. It's like her eyeballs have been painted black. And it's not like shiny black like they sometimes do like in movies like with demons, right? It's like cobalt or charcoal or something. It's opaque. Like her brain is so full of stuff that her eyes have like fogged up. And you got like the RGB lights, flashing in a circle around her, with like we had with Alpha Wayman before.
Right. Yeah. So her sclera is black, the white of the eye, as we call it. Right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So the computer map here is super interesting. So when we have it with the brain, we get that shot that we've seen of Evelyn with the side of the brain. It's a little bit bisexual. It's pink and blue, etc.
Yep.
But Joy's has, presumably before she starts to really freak out, her map of her brain has little red visual noise coming out of it. And it's a little bit like the clay pot of her mind is already breaking, and then they're continuing on with whatever this instance of this experiment is, right? They pushed her, and so in this version of it, like we have the map of her brain, and we're like, she's already got a broken clay pot, and they can see it. It's like literally on the computer screen. So it's not metaphorical. Like we see red's bad.
Yeah, red bad. Yeah.
Someone had to program it to be red, and they chose red to mean bad.
Yes.
Yeah. And so they still have pushed past that, right? So they knew it was going to be bad. And then when we get to the social graph, the node map of all the different universes, right? So we start on with this one that says Joy, and then we kind of see on the edges of the frame there are other universes that are highlighted, and I think they're already broken. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so continuing on with the idea that we get with the brain map image, like something's already wrong. And then they're already pushing her in. So, like, it does, as you say, become this big infected, tangled mess. But when you look at it, there's at least 3 other little nodes there's something already wrong there.
Yeah.
That the computer is warning them about.
So this isn't the first time they've done this. This isn't like an accident where in every superhero movie it's like okay, I'm going to try the thing myself, and then boom, he becomes Spider-Man or I know that's not how Spider-Man.
No, but it's exactly what happens to the Green Goblin.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Well, there
right?
you go then.
But like. That's the thing is like, oh, this was a one-time thing. Accidentally, a fly got in my little teleport device, and now I'm the fly.
The
right?
Flyman, yeah.
Yeah, right. Flyman. And like that's not this. This is those injuries have happened before.
Right.
And presumably Alpha Evelyn is like, that's fine. Like we can keep going.
Right. She's strong enough. She's our little explorer. Right.
Yes. So and this is the jump that broke the camel's back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I do like, because we've seen the image of the split screen Evelyn being in 2 or 3 places at once so far. But yeah, as you say, like this one of Joy is completely different. It is, so we're not using the exact same techniques as like a split screen that we're seeing twice. Like this is a bunch of different types of angles with different lenses, and it's like distorted in post. So yeah, we're used to the idea, but we're seeing how different this is.
Right. Yeah. So our Evelyn's introduction to other universes as like jarring and like shattering as it is, literally, right? We get the shattered screen is not the same as like what Alpha Joy is currently going through right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out that when we have this extreme close-up of Joy's eyes, Clint Eastwood style, with the RGB around, the lights, and then she's clenching her eyes shut. When her eyes open, it's a cut where we don't actually see her eyes, like the actor physically moving her eyes. We just jump cut to when her eyes are already open. So again, this is happening so quickly, but it gives you that feeling like something unnaturally happened, or she's moving faster than we could see, or something.
Oh, geez, yeah. Or they were, it's that God paradox. It's like they were always open, but they were always closed, and it's like, yeah. Whew, yeah. And yeah, Wayman continues. He says, she experiences every world. And then we cut to her walking through this other hallway. It's creepily familiar. It's all white, and the ground is covered in mist or cloud. And there's these pillars in the background and these big windows with white light coming in through them. I don't think I've ever seen sunlight be that like stark white. And we can just make out some people standing at attention, like by the pillars, between the pillars, also dressed in white. And she's dressed all in white. These with these kind of like frills. She's got this like frill by her neck. They're very Pennywise. No.
Yeah, and we won't be able to notice this on the first time, but the people who are standing at attention are wearing those COVID flip down masks. Yeah,
those little visors, right? Yeah, yeah. And I don't even think we can like notice Jobu's hair yet, like the little, the bagel thing that she's got.
Oh, right, no, because we're seeing it from profile, but you're right,
yeah. And Wayman continues. He says, every possibility. And then we cut. And Joy is still walking. And it's like we picked up in the exact place where the other one left off in this continuous walk.
Right.
And now she's walking past, she's outside. She's walking past the ruins of a car. There's still smoke, just like in the last shot, but it's more like chaotic, maybe like clearing from a big explosion. And she's dressed in what I think they will call her amoeba outfit, like behind the scenes.
That's great, yeah.
Right? It's like this green base with these like tufts of green feathers like sticking out in like stalks almost, like an amoeba or a virus, right? Yeah. Shooting this like right around 2020. I mean,
yeah, like a sea anemone.
Yeah. Wayman continues. He says, at the same exact time. And we have cut to some quick flashes of this industrial-looking place. She's inside this building. She's in a white jumpsuit, but it's spattered with blood, and she's holding an axe, and there's bodies on the floor. Quick flash as it looks like she's about to kill the last guy in this room. I looked at his face. I was like, oh, is this somebody we know? I don't think it is.
Yeah. What this reminds me of is
what's that?
Your Dead by Daylight games that you've
been yes. on. I keep on telling Kynan and Ian to play this game with me so that I can kill them.
Too scary.
Yeah, no.
I don't even know if I have. Where do you play it on a video game console of some kind?
It's like a video gaming device.
I don't have a video gaming device in my house.
No, yeah. I have one. It takes up the whole room. It's like no. No, you can play it on all the. We're not doing a behavior. Please sponsor us. We will sell your game.
But you love that game, and you get to play as Michael Myers, whoever.
Yes, and I can't stop. It's an addiction I have, folks.
And you don't play so. You it's a live game where you're
yes you play online
players
yeah
and you don't get to play as like Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Right?
I actually do get to play like Dracula is my other main. Yes, I'm a Myers and Dracula main, but it's not the Bela Lugosi Dracula. You know why?
Why?
Because that's not scary. It's cool. It's sexy. It's classy. I love it. I wish I could look that good, but I'm not. If I see someone coming at me like that, I'm going to be like, he's probably out for a night on the town. He's going to the Oscars in the 1920s or something like that because he's got a cape.
Yeah. If you want to be sexy, you got to learn your lines phonetically and not understand the meaning.
Yes. Is that what Bela Lugosi did? Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
Do you come here off 10?
Is that so was the I never drink wine a mistake, or was that like
that is the debate. I mean, how can you call it a mistake when it's so
clever.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
And it's not in the book. It's not like he doesn't say that. He doesn't he's like I never drink wine. No, Book Dracula is funny in other ways.
All right, so she doesn't kill that guy yet.
Right? Yeah, but she's about to, and then we cut to a more regular Joy in a convenience store, and it follows that axe swing down from before to her tossing something into her shopping cart. Right? As Wayman says, commanding the infinite knowledge and power of the multiverse.
This version, I mean, so she looks like a normal person, but she looks like more of a mom. Like they haven't like aged her with makeup or anything, but she looks more like conservatively dressed, and she's got this like cardigan on, and she's wearing a purse on her side, and all of that. So I
you
I
imagine
like
like her kids are running around. It's like okay, you can pick one thing, and then she's just grabbing stuff.
Exactly. Like again, the little tiny choices that make joy. Again, that happened for a long time ago, right? That she doesn't recognize. But the other thing in this is that she's pushing her grocery cart down the aisle, and she looks into the camera here. Right, so even in this version where she is this normal person, right, like we start to see like, okay, this is Jobu in here for a split second.
Yes, yeah. So Jobu has jumped from that that moment where she's about to kill that guy. Now she's in the convenience store, getting some Pringles or whatever. Right, yeah, and she's looking at so like if this is all connected and if this is all infinite, she's looking at you, listener.
That's right.
She sees you. Yeah. But yeah, we cut again as Waymond says, now she's seen too much, lost any sense of morality, any belief in objective truth. And we're back with our joy. But it's not our joy. She's got that Jobu smile from back when she left Becky at the bar. And now it looks like she's outside the IRS building on the other side of that police tape. There's kind of like, this mob of people. Not a mob because they're not rowdy. They're just perturbed.
Yeah, they're perturbed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
They're not. I hate you. I fucking hate you. They're like peas and carrots.
Yeah, they're doing it very well, right?
Yeah. But she's on the other side of that tape, which she sort of limbos under. I love the symbolism. Of like rules no longer mattering to her, right? So for Jobu, the laws of time and space and the multiverse are like that yellow police tape, and she's just like, Meh. Yeah.
And we've instructed all the background actors because I like directing background actors. I find it very interesting. But sometimes you will get, if you have 20 people in the background, you get 20 different reactions if you haven't been clear about what you're looking for. And so they have clearly instructed them at this take to nobody notice that joy limbos under the thing, right?
Yeah, we don't have like that one lady in the Clint Eastwood movie you were talking about. Who's trying to win best background actor. Like,
right, exactly.
Hey, what's going on with that lady?
Like, oh, wait. She takes a couple
She's going under the police tape.
Lady, peas and carrots, lady. Right. So they are all continuing, they all have it's just really good background acting. They all have what they're doing. They have their relationships with each other. We're from the same office. We're not from the same office. Or, I left my phone upstairs. I'm on my phone. Some of them are like clutching their laptops because they weren't in that terribly boring meeting from the boardroom. They actually brought their laptops. Right. So they're all engaged in that. And they're, and they,
But then they look down. They're like, oh, wait, no, this is office property laptop. That means my laptop with the desktop wallpaper of Pennywise. It's still up there.
It's still up there. Lady, give back my computer.
Lady who just went under the police tape.
Peas and carrots, lady. Right. But so they're all engaged in their own thing.
Yes.
And it's if she's not even there.
Right. Yeah. And I love that. Just want to point out, before we leave this shot, I was looking at the crowd, and I wanted to see if there was anybody we knew there.
Okay.
And I think we can see Manila Mel. Except now we got to call him Maroon Mel.
Oh, no.
Because look at what he's wearing.
Oh, he got to change. Yes, that's him, though. That's got to be him,
That is definitely him. Where is it? So we can point him out exactly where.
50 minutes, 35 seconds.
Okay, so 50 minutes, 35 seconds. And he is, he's in... He's on the right of the screen. And he's just standing there, and he's got this kind of... actually, it's... Maybe not maroon. I'm going to say it's more burgundy, I guess. Maybe it's his twin brother, Burgundy Barry. Because he's also got glasses on, and our Mel does not wear glasses.
All right, this is Burgundy Barry.
Yes, minute 51. How much more can they milk Manila Mel? We made a brand new character.
Yes, some of them are like, thank God, because he's out of the building now. He's evacuated. No more Manila Mel.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we got him. Yeah, so we'll see, because some of these people go back inside. So we'll see if this is him. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Burgundy Barry.
Yeah.
All right, stay classy, San Diego. He's Burgundy Barry?
What?
It's Ron Burgundy.
Oh, I was like, what is that? What?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh.
They put it in his teleprompter.
Gotcha.
And that's the joke, is that the anchors only read exactly what's in front of them.
Oh, so they accidentally put like a question mark in there.
Yeah, I'm Ron Burgundy.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could use actors a couple different ways. So, you and I have been background actors.
Oh,
and, you could just change clothes and no one's going to notice you except when you got two chuckleheads.
Yeah, yeah.
Scanning the crowd.
So it is not confirmed. We don't know if this is the same actor doing a different character, if this is Manila Mel and he just put on his coat, or what. So we're gonna discover this together, listeners.
Hold on, I'll look. Okay, it's a white tie.
No, I don't think we can know.
Mel, he's got a white T-shirt and a tie that's yellow. Okay, let me look at this new one here. Yellow black tie. Let's see this other Burgundy Barry. Nope, different tie, different shirt. This is a blue shirt.
So it's a different guy.
Well, it's the same actor.
Well, yes, I know that. I know how movies work. So this isn't our Manila Mel character who, on his way running out of the evacuated building, grabbed a burgundy jacket and
changed his tie and shirt and pants.
No,
and put on glasses and a backpack. Yeah.
I can't see anything without my glasses, even though I haven't worn them yet. This is the same actor playing a different guy.
Right.
So we have to call him Burgundy Barry because he is not Manila Mel.
Right.
Yeah.
What is Mel short for when you're
a guy?
Not Melanie.
Melvin.
Oh, of course, Melvin. Yeah.
That's the only, but that sounds short for something too.
All right, Melvin. Because I know what Barry is short for. Barack.
Of course, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Burgundy Barack.
Or,
all right, let's get
or Behringer. No, that's a last name though.
All right, maybe they're twins.
Yeah, could be. Right? Yeah, we don't know their last name. We just know Mel and Barry.
Yeah, I don't know how to find this guy and tell him that we love him on our show.
I know,
because now we have two characters for him.
He's playing two characters, and it's in the same unit. It's not different universes. This is the same. Like Manila Mel exists. He's out in this crowd somewhere, like out of frame.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Anybody who knows like who this guy is, please. Yeah, connect us with him.
Peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots. I'm not going to say I love you. I love you. Yeah. I'll say that. Right. But yeah, Wayman's voiceover continues. Into our next shot, he says, all we know is that she's looking for you. And we're sort of like over his shoulder, as he puts a hand on her shoulder, on Evelyn's shoulder. And I love Michelle Yeoh's face here. She's got these wide eyes, like the eyes of a child who is really invested in a story that somebody is telling her. And she's got the bagel up to her mouth. It's like it's in her mouth, but she's forgotten that it's there.
Right.
Like a kid who's listening to, somebody tell a story, or watching like a really interesting movie. Like, what's the like Spider-Man.
It's like, name a movie.
Yeah. She is transfixed. She is mesmerized. It's really, really cute. And it's similar to how we saw her back when she was looking up at that TV at the beginning in the laundromat.
And the Queen and the Soldier.
Yeah. I think I already said it, but I love these little peaks of vulnerable Evelyn, right? The story is all about her growing, but also like reconnecting with her inner child. And here it is peeking out again. I love it.
Yeah.
So after a pause, Waymond takes her hand, the hand still holding the bagel up to her mouth, and gets to his feet. And again, I love how like before we cut, we see she sort of has to be like shaken out of it, of what he said. Like she's not like in immediate lockstep with him, right? She's still clinging to the bagel. And we cut, and we're outside that meeting room. I don't think we've ever seen this like open central area, or maybe it was in the dark, right? I don't see any cubicles. It looks like there's like a decorative stairway, as in like non-industrial, like internal, like it's not hidden, right?
Right. It's not the atrium stairway we're going to see. This
right.
is a whole new space.
Yeah. Right. It's in the stairs are in the center of the room. Yeah. What the heck is the crazy architecture of this floor?
Yeah. It's like this is where the boardrooms are. I don't know. Maybe we bring guests to make presentations, so that's like a lot prettier than the other place. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere the Wongs have been invited.
No. They've never seen this place yet.
Yeah. It is very non-liminal.
Yeah.
It's a hallway, but it looks nice. It looks inviting. It looks like you're supposed to be here.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I mean, because like one of the definitions that the internet has decided liminal means is like there's things in the room that like serve no purpose, like but they're like stairs that go nowhere or something like that, right? Or doors like on the ceiling or whatever, right? And those stairs just look so weird in the middle of the, like I know they go to a place, of course, but it just like, it looks like no other staircase has ever, it's too plain to be decorative, but too decorative to be plain, to be just like functional. I don't know.
All right. Lester's creeped out by the stairs. That's what Pennywise comes to him as. It's the stairs, no.
Yeah, he tried Bela Lugosi, and I'm like, oh, well, whatever. No. And then I opened the closet door again, and it's just like a weird walk-in staircase, and I'm like, no!
Oh, God, no.
No. And that's why all of my apartments have been ground level. Ever since. No. Except the one I'm in now, and I've fallen down the stairs like every other fucking week. No. But yeah, as they're leaving this little meeting room, Evelyn stops Waymond and says, "Hey, you said I was the wrong one." And Waymond begins to speak. He says, "What you did back there," but that's again we're cutting mid conversation. But I want to point out, like, Evelyn, like, she's not upset. She's like, "Hey," like she seems like saying this. It looks like she feels better, like something has been resolved.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, what did we think of this minute, Kynan?
Good. I love the little tiny flashes. You get to parse through them and see. I love Burgundy Barry's here.
Burgundy Barry, right? I thought all we were going to be talking about was Pennywise, but he's here now. Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It was a surprise to see. I didn't realize I was going to be talking so much about Stephen King in this one, but that might be a running theme as we move ahead. But we also got another message. Lavender says, "Dear Bananaverse Lester and Bananaverse Kynan." I like that. That is canon now. According to my sources, your universe is the one where everyone uses bananas as a unit of measurement. Hopefully that doesn't impact the transmission of this email. So far, so good. No. Then they continue. They say, "Oh boy, now that the Evelyn and Deirdre fight is over, I can finally write up my email talking about all the details I noticed. I totally wasn't procrastinating doing this or anything, although it may have been a blessing in disguise since I saw The Matrix for the first time a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah. While I watched, I thought that was like an expression. Like I saw the light.
No, I think they meant they saw the movie.
Okay, yeah, now that I'm reading that again. So I saw the movie The Matrix. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Okay. For the first time, can you tell I don't read these beforehand, folks? No. For the first time a while ago, when I watched Eow in theaters for the first time, I hadn't seen The Matrix yet, but the subtle greenish tinting of these scenes activated that's a reference to the Matrix neurons in my brain. So good job, Daniels, for using the language of cinema to convey information quickly. It turns out those scenes are a bit of an homage.
Maggie,
yeah. To Neo sneaking around the office while being guided by Morpheus on the phone. Here's a Vanity Fair video where the Daniels break down some of the scenes. And then we got a link there, so I'll include that. Basically, the idea behind this fight was to get audiences comfortable with the format of switching between universes, as well as to parallel the physical harm Evelyn faces with the emotional harm of potentially going through a divorce. Other details include fun with eye acting, the three Waymonds being three different animals. Yes, I remember that. Making the Deirdre ripping the door away scene work. Oh, I gotta see that. And getting lucky finding a location with a good set of stairs. Speaking of stairs, oh my God, what is happening? I feel like Deirdre falling into the floor is just because the floor is made of really weak material. Have you seen what the stuff in this building is made of? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Rosin, yeah. She puts her head through a wall. Someone should call OSHA. A few details that aren't in this video. According to some interviews, the choice to have Alpha Waymond paper cut his fingers one by one is a parallel to another movie where tension is built in a similar way when a character struggles to load bullets into their gun one by one. Okay. I do not remember what the movie is. Also, the name Byron is a subtle joke. Oh my God, we're getting all these Easter eggs. For Chinese-speaking audiences, and then we have the characters. Byron translates to white man, which might imply something about why Evelyn isn't comfortable with Waymond following in this example. Okay. Or in his example. Perhaps it's because divorce is not common in Asian communities. Okay. And about that cutscene where Kung Fu Evelyn isn't able to take the cookie from her master in the limo, it does actually have a payoff in a deleted scene that takes place at the climax of the movie. I think I remember the scene that you can see here where Evelyn says she's going to, quote, chase after her own cookie and is finally able to take it from her. The Kung Fu universe may be one of the most important universes to the story because it represents all of the unfulfilled dreams Evelyn gave up to pursue a life in America with Waymond. But because we're so caught up in the action, we don't fully realize this until much later. This is one of the big themes in the movie. The immigrant story is intrinsically a multiverse story. Oh, I like that. About the immense weight of a choice and about potential and compromise. When I see my own parents' sadness and regret, I empathize with them. Could things have turned out differently? Would that be a life they'd want? What if... ... As we explore more universes, I'd like to keep in mind how they reflect the many dimensions of the Asian diaspora, turning stereotypes on their head. Identity may already be its own multiverse. Oh, wow. Thank you, Lavender. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, Kynan, let's try to keep an eye on that.
Thanks, Lavender.
Yeah. And yeah, folks, this has been the 51st minute of Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've been Lester Ryan Clark. You can reach me in all the universes as Lester Ryan Clark.
And I've been Kynan Diaz. In your universe, I'm on Letterboxd and Instagram as Howdy Kynan.
Yeah, we got our Facebook listener group, Banana for Scale. That's community for all of our shows, including this one. It's a private group, but just request to join and you'll be sucked into the banana. If you want more, consider joining us at truestory.fm/join and look for Banana for Scale. That's us. You get bonus episodes of all our shows, access to our Discord, and you get your episodes a week early. Pretty cool, just $5. If you're not sure about that yet, one thing you can do that's absolutely free but would really help us out would be to give us a 5-star rating on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to our show. That and sharing the show by word of mouth or on social media is going to help our little podcast grow and find more cool people like you. All right, it's time to jump. I did not think about anything as we were doing this. I should have been looking at stuff. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to take Burgundy Barry's glasses and I'm going to put them on my own face. Oh. And I'm going to be Spectacle Steve.
His whole personality is his glasses.
Yeah. Spectacle Steve. Or bifocal Bill. No. Bifocals are a different thing. They don't got the frames. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait till Bill's comfortable coming out as bifocal.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm going to Spectacle Steve.
Spectacle Steve.
Yeah.
And so it was a joke, but there's nothing else about Spectacle Steve except that he wears glasses?
Well, no, actually, Spectacle Steve is, he is wearing a Pennywise costume.
Oh.
Because you know how, sometimes on Halloween they have like, hey, dress up and, come to work or, come to school and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. Spectacle Steve is one of those people who always makes the mistake of, like, he's the only one who comes dressed up. But that's because he's not doing it on Halloween.
Right.
Steve. Come on. Like, there's no excuse.
Right. He dresses very professionally on Halloween.
Yes. And everybody else is dressed up and he just looks like a tool, Steve. I've been this guy for 10 seconds.
Yes, well, I'm in love with this amoeba outfit, so I'm going to be a little clownfish.
Oh.
I'm going to hang out in these anemone stalks and just have Jobu protect me.
Yeah, right. Like Jobu is your mother, your savior, your protector. Yeah,
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I've got to develop an adaptation to her stings and not be stung by them. But there's time.
Yeah, there's time. Yeah. I mean, it's, time is infinite. It's and it's not. I don't know. All right, we got our stuff. Kynan, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You're Lester Clark, and I'm Kynan Diaz.
Oh, with the question mark, right? That's the second time I didn't get it. Okay.
We'll watch Anchorman someday.
Sure. Yeah, we got it. All right. And with that, folks, 1, 2, 3.